right now. You know, if you think about so much of the conflict, the war, the cruelties that we've been witnessing, so much of it seems to have to do with the inability of people to recognize themselves in somebody else. So they see a village where there's no electricity and no running water, and people who speak a different language and who are illiterate and look differently than they are. And the assumption is, well, they are not part of my life, that I have no connection to them. And what a program like this does is it makes young people recognize these people are in fact like me. They're my brothers and my sisters. And the young people who have had that experience will then bring that back to Chicago. And it may make them think differently about folks closer to home on the south side of Chicago, or on the west side of Chicago, or in the Latino community or the Asian American community. And it helps to stitch together this country in a way that has been the unique promise of America for so many generations. So I can't think of a more important and more useful gift to give our young people than that lesson. Because when you think about history's greatest architects, it's been those who have applied that lesson in their own lives. That's what's built our civilization, whether it's the abolitionists who shuttled slaves to freedom along the Underground Railroad, or the villagers in Europe who opened their basements and attics to save untold thousands from Auschwitz, or the students who poured out of their colleges and onto buses to travel down south and help people register to vote for the first time, or the Berliners who tore down a wall to find the freedom on the other side, or Rwandans who sheltered their fellow countrymen, seeing them as humans who deserved to live rather than tribes that deserved extermination. Yeah, those acts of moral courage continue to ripple across the world. And now, as we're preparing through programs like Building with Books, the activists and leaders and doers of the next generation, I would say to those young people that it is going to be your turn to keep a rippling effect throughout your lives and the life of your country. You know, when Robert Kennedy was in South Africa many, many years ago, he addressed a crowd of young people, and he spoke eloquently about this dream that he had. He said, and I quote, "Our answer is the world's hope. It is to rely on youth. The world demands the quality of youth. Not a time of life, but a state of mind, a temper of will, a quality of the imagination, a predominance of courage over timidity, of the appetite for adventure over the love of ease." Now that's what we need more of in these difficult times. A state of mind, a temper of will, a quality of imagination that insists that we can create a better world than the one we inherited. Building with Books is helping us to do that. All of you who are participating here today are helping these young people find a voice and discover that spirit and that imagination. For that, I am grateful, and I look forward to being a partner with Building with Books for many, many years to come. So congratulations, all of you, and thank you. Have a wonderful day.